What's the one thing women want more than anything else? You might be thinking it's money, right? A fat wallet, a fancy car, all that flashy stuff. And yeah, don't get me wrong, having money is great. It solves a lot of problems. But let me tell you something, there are things way more powerful, way more attractive than just throwing cash around. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that makes a woman sit up and take notice, the kind of stuff that separates the men from the boys. And today we're diving deep into three of those things, three things that women secretly love more than money. Imagine this. You're on a date, everything's going well, the conversation is flowing, and the ambiance is perfect. You're both enjoying each other's company, and it feels like nothing could go wrong. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, a waiter spills wine all over you. Embarrassment fills the room, and all eyes are on you. The moment is tense, and you can feel the heat rising to your face. Most guys would overreact, angry, flustered, maybe even shouting at the waiter. They might let their emotions take over, creating an even bigger scene. But not you. You're different. You're a stoic man. You stay calm, collected, even crack a light-hearted joke to diffuse the tension. You might say something like, "Well, I guess I needed a new look anyway," and laugh it off. That, my friends, is emotional control, and it is magnetic. It shows that you can handle unexpected situations with grace and poise. A woman doesn't just want a man who's rich. She wants a man who can handle life's storms without losing his cool. She wants someone who can be her rock, someone she can rely on when things get tough. Think about Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics. He was a Roman emperor who faced immense challenges. He ruled the Roman Empire with calmness and clarity despite facing war, betrayal, and plague. His ability to remain composed under pressure was legendary. The dude was dealing with some serious stuff, but he never let his emotions get the best of him. He understood that losing control would only make things worse. And that's what I'm talking about. When you master your emotions, you don't just stand out, you become unforgettable. People remember the guy who kept his cool when everyone else was losing theirs. When you master your emotions, you don't just stand out, you become unforgettable. You become the guy who can handle anything, the guy who doesn't sweat the small stuff. You become the guy who can handle anything, the guy who doesn't sweat the small stuff. Whether it's a minor inconvenience or a major crisis, you remain steady and composed. And trust me, that's incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to men who can maintain their composure, who can be a source of strength and stability. So let me ask you, the next time life throws you a curveball, will you lose control or will you show that rare, powerful calm? The choice is yours. Will you be the man who stands firm, or will you let the situation control you? Remember, true strength lies in emotional control. Now picture this. A man wakes up every day unsure of what he's doing with his life. He feels a void, a sense of emptiness that he can't quite put his finger on. Every morning is a struggle, not just to get out of bed, but to find a reason to keep going. He drifts, scrolling his phone for hours, waiting for something or someone to give him direction. Social media becomes his escape, a temporary distraction from the gnawing feeling of purposelessness. He watches others live their lives, wondering why he can't find the same spark. That man doesn't attract, he repels. His energy is low, his spirit is dim. People sense his lack of direction and are subconsciously pushed away. He feels isolated, even in a crowd, because he's not connected to anything meaningful. He's got no fire, no drive, no purpose. His days blend into each other, a monotonous cycle of going through the motions. Work feels like a chore, and life feels like a burden. He's merely existing, not truly living. Now contrast that with a man who wakes up with fire in his heart. This man leaps out of bed, fueled by a sense of mission. He knows exactly what he wants to achieve and why it matters. His mornings are filled with anticipation and excitement. He's not chasing a woman's validation, he's chasing his purpose. His focus is unwavering, his determination unshakable. He pours his energy into his work, his passions, his goals. Every task, no matter how small, is a step towards something greater. Whether it's building a business, creating art, or changing lives, his mission drives him. He's constantly pushing boundaries, exploring new ideas, and making an impact. His work is not just a job. It's It's a calling, a way to leave his mark on the world. He's got that look in his eye, you know the one I'm talking about? The look of someone who knows where they're going and won't let anything stand in their way. It's a look of confidence, of certainty, of purpose. The look that says, I'm here to make a difference. He stands tall, moves with purpose, and acts with conviction. His presence is magnetic, drawing people in and inspiring them to be better. Think of Epictetus, born a slave, yet he didn't let his circumstances define him. Despite his hardships, he found a way to rise above, to live a life of meaning and influence. His story is a testament to the power of purpose. He dedicated his life to philosophy, leaving behind wisdom that inspires millions today. His teachings remind us that our circumstances don't dictate our potential, our mindset and actions do. He had every reason to be bitter, to give up, but he chose purpose instead. He faced his challenges head-on, using them as fuel to drive his mission. His resilience and determination are lessons for us all. You don't need $1 million bank account to live with purpose. You just need a reason to wake up every day and give it your all. It's about finding what sets your soul on fire and pursuing it relentlessly. Purpose is the great equalizer, available to anyone willing to seek it. And trust me, when you have that, she'll notice. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a clear sense of direction and purpose. It's not about the money or the status. It's about the passion and drive that you exude. She'll be drawn to your passion, your drive, your commitment to something bigger than yourself. Are you that man? The one who wakes up every day with a mission, who lives with purpose, and who inspires others to do the same? The choice is yours. Integrity, the foundation of trust. Here's a story for you. A man once promised his girlfriend he'd help her move on a Saturday, but then his friends called, inviting him to a party. It was a tempting offer, filled with fun and laughter, something he didn't want to miss. He made an excuse and left her waiting, thinking it wouldn't matter because it's just one little lie. But it does matter. Every action, no matter how small, builds or breaks trust. He thought it was harmless, but she felt the sting of his broken promise. Trust is fragile, and once broken, it's hard to mend. Integrity is about doing what you say you'll do, even when it's inconvenient. It's about showing up, even when you'd rather be somewhere else. It's about being the man she can trust, the one who stands by his word, whether she's watching or not. True integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is around to see it. It's about being a man of your word, no matter what. Your promises are a reflection of your character. When you're honest, consistent, and reliable, you're rare. In a world where many take the easy way out, you stand out by staying true to your commitments. In a world full of shortcuts where many choose the path of least resistance, you become the man who always chooses the higher path, the one who does what's right, even when it's hard. You're the guy she can always count on, the one who never lets her down, the guy who always has her back. Your integrity makes you her rock, her safe place. Seneca once wrote, "The greatest wealth is a contented mind," and I'd add to that, a clear conscience is just as valuable. A clear conscience allows you to sleep peacefully at night, knowing you've done right by others. Integrity isn't just about impressing her, it's about being able to look in the mirror and respect the man staring back at you. It's about self-respect and knowing that you've lived up to your own standards. So here's the question. When no one's looking, are you still the man you claim to be? Do you hold yourself to the same standards in private as you do in public? Because she'll feel it whether you say it or not. Your actions speak louder than words, and she will sense your true character. Integrity is the foundation of trust, and trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Look, money might catch her eye for a minute, but it's not what keeps her around. Emotional control will hold her attention, purpose will spark her admiration, and integrity will make her trust and respect you. These principles, my friends, go deeper than any paycheck. They're the foundation of a strong, attractive man. And trust me, that's what women secretly love more than money. So hit that like button if you're ready to become that man, and subscribe for more videos on how to live a more powerful life. And hey, if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. Let's spread the word. Let's make it happen.